The Game Off event is a game jam hosted by Github that lasts over a whole month, but because I can't focus on anything for more than 20 minutes, I really only had a week to make it. The theme was bug, and my unique idea was to make a game about clicking on bugs to kill them. Let me show you how I did it. The obvious first step was to create a bird controller. I did this by having a forward force on the player at all times in the direction of the camera. The strength of this force depletes over time, but when you click, the strength is returned to 1 and you are thrust forward a bit. The bird works with rigid bodies, so I needed to disable gravity and add my own gravity method. So I made it so that if you are closer to the ground, the less gravity is there. This is to make the player feel more comfortable flying around in the sky instead of just zooming around on the floor. I made it so when the bird is on the floor, the friction is high, so the bird can't slide around on the floor either. That's about it for the controller, and all the code for this project is open source in accordance with the Game Off's rules, so if you want to check it out, to your own demise, the link is in the description. Then it was time for 3D modeling. I wanted to go with a low poly aesthetic for this game, so I whipped up a couple plants and other props to place around the map, as well as some vegetable patches and trees from this asset pack, link in the description. I set up a whole lot of processing effects to make the game look a little old-timey and rustic. A couple of particle systems emitted from the terrain and a border around the map to make sure the player doesn't fly off, and the map was done. Next, I needed to get the bugs into the game. Back in Blender, I modeled this worm with a top hat for some reason, as well as a beetle that looks more like a sad brown turtle without a shell. Don't ask. I set up animations for the worm to move up from the ground and return in 10 seconds later. Proceeded by creating a little walk animation for the beetle. After setting up a script to spawn the bugs randomly around the level and murdering my CPU by invoking functions to destroy the objects after 10 seconds, the bug spawning was done. To finish the prototype, I made the player shoot a ray out in the camera's forward direction when the right mouse button is clicked. If the ray hits a bug, the score goes up, and you get around 4 coins for killing it. In this time, I also decided to add a coin bomb in the sky to make the player actually want to fly up, and each coin bomb gives you 20 coins. At the end of the timer, you can click the shop icon to upgrade your stats and try to get a better score. That was basically the game loop done, so after some polish with the fade transition and setting up settings, credits and a menu page, I was almost finished. On the credits page, I added my YouTube channel as well as the license that the music I used required. The final step was to add some sound effects and the particle effects for the bugs, and I was done. Overall, the amount of time I spent on the game was 30 hours over a 7-day period. The prior week, I had also made a game called Hue Swap, which I plan to release on the Google Play Store after some more work, so if you would like to see a video on that, make sure to subscribe and join my Discord with the link in the description or use the QR code on screen. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.